Guys, in the last video, I was building on the all-in title concept to show that if the keyword you're going after is not in many other people's page titles, it makes it a lot easier for you to compete for that. And the golden region is when fewer than 10 other companies have it in their page title anyway, because it means there's a hole to fill. Google needs someone else to have the keyword in the page title to, fill in the top 10. So that's just an advantage whenever you're finding keywords that have traffic and you go looking them up and discovering that some of those things are a lot easier to achieve because not enough people are using it in their page title. So if you build a decent page and put that keyword into the title somehow, then that can really raise you up for that keyword that gets traffic. And I want to show you today, I'm going to build on that a little more, because what's the next strong thing to do? Once you find say the keyword you're going after and you check all in title, okay? And if you don't know what I mean, watch yesterday's video, because I got to continue from that topic going forward. So when you check all in title, let's say you only found 6 websites use that, or maybe 8, something like that, and you think you can beat a couple of them, because I got 4 websites here that don't have any domain rank yet. And what I want to do is start pushing. So check this out. I'm going to make this as clear as I can, okay? We built this website for the client, okay? And you could imagine it's an affiliate website. It's like we built it for ourselves and aimed it at the client, something like that, to get leads. But we want the leads to come through us so that we can track them and sell them to the client. Now, with that idea in mind, I want to show you what I'm finding totally interesting, because you want other websites to back this one up, right? And you want to take over as many of the front page results as you can, keyword after keyword after keyword, and you're going after the low-hanging fruit first. But we're going to talk about how to solve 2 things at once. One, showing up where not enough other guys have the right keywords in the page title. I'm just going to show you how cool that is with an example. And then second, we're going to solve the other dilemma, getting domain rating higher on websites. But I'm going to make sure that all of my efforts are moving forward in the right direction at the same time. So watch this. Let's say one of the keywords that this company could use, and there are a number. What's the cost? Does it work? And so on. There are different kinds of keywords, right? Anyway, one of them is something about reviews. Hey, are there any reviews? Okay, maybe there are reviews on the site, maybe there are not, and if there aren't, I can create a reviews page, collect some reviews, build myself a page out of it, right? That way I got a page to link to for reviews, and it has a chance of showing up on Google, especially if I optimize that page title and optimize the page, make it clear what it is. Now, having said that, let's take a look at how beautiful this gets. Okay. Here's one of the websites, so far DR0, so all the keywords it's showing here are lowball, right? Like up to 4, but we cannot be on the front page of any of these things. First of all, if your domain rating is 0, and that's it. We created these sites, but we didn't do any backlinking through them yet, so none of them have any power yet. But we created them. So if we have the site sitting there with no power, and then you have these keywords that also have no keyword difficulty, there is no anchor in either case. So Google doesn't even know that they're trying to match. For Google, this is all just like coincidental, okay? Really, there's nothing to tell Google that we want this. For example, we don't really want this keyword to show up in here. It just happens to, okay? And Google doesn't know if we care or not. Google leaves it up to whether people doing a search for this, who might land on this page, bounce off of it, to tell Google whether this was a good relationship. But that's what Google's thinking for every one of these keywords. I'm going to focus on one of them. I-tier 100 reviews. Okay? Now, here's what I found. I-tier 100 reviews is one of those keywords that's showing up for different websites. It's a different website now with its own keywords it's showing up for, sort of. Again, it's not got any power yet, but this stuff is going to happen quick. I got another one, another website. Again, it's got a page for that, and another one with a page for that. Ooh, so interesting. I know which pages should show up for the same keyword. I want to make this one of the top 10 pages for that keyword, because it's got 20 searches, but anyone who goes so far as searching for reviews If the reviews are good, this is almost guaranteeing like at least 5 to 10 sales a month out of this 20, maybe 15. Somebody doing the search is pretty highly interested, not far away from making a transaction. By the time they're looking at the product and they're looking for reviews, they're interested in the product. They might be looking at one or two competitors to see how the reviews compare, but they're getting close. So it's down to if they like it because it fits in your pocket, if they like it because you don't put the eye drops in your eyes, if they like it because people say their eyes get better for a long period of time, who knows what they see in that. But I think you get the point, right? Let's check this out. So if I take that and I create a backlink in the paragraph of that website to point at the same kind of a page, okay, on the next website, and I could create the backlink on any one of the pages of the website here and point it here, but it should point at the right page. Okay. And that will help this page show up next to this page for the keyword. What am I going to do to make this page show up better for the keyword? Guess what? This page doesn't say anything about the keyword on the page. Okay. So if I'm willing, then I could take this page and look at the page title and change it to include this keyword. Just literally overwrite whatever's in the page title, change it to include that keyword. That's up to me. I could do it with another page on this site too, but having said that, because this is the main page, so I really want to think about what I want this main page to show up for, but I could create a reviews page on here. Google will figure that out if I put iTier 100 reviews on that new page I create on this website. Okay, and then somewhere on this website, I'm going to have iTier 100 reviews will be in the middle of a paragraph. When you're looking at iTier 100 reviews, comma, I'm going to hyperlink the iTier 100 reviews. The words make it clickable to the next page, right? The page on this website. That one right there. Because it's already kind of showing up for this keyword, but it's way down low and I want to make it higher. So that's what I did with the first website. I made sure to create a backlink for this on some page and have it point at exactly this page for that keyword. If I think that's a good match. Again, I could create a reviews page on here to have a point at the reviews page to make a better match and make sure that's the other part of the optimization. Whatever page I choose, like this one, the page title should have this in it. Now, if I feel like the content on this page has nothing to do with reviews, I just realized Google's very foggy on this. So I might create a real reviews page, right? Can you use GPT to create a reviews page? You can, just be really careful. But usually, if you have a product that's going strong, there are reviews somewhere. Ask the owner, hey, where are your reviews? Or look it up on their website. Copy a bunch, put it on your website, right? So that you have a reviews page, that kind of thing. Make your own reviews page, right? Use GPT to write or above and below it. You're going to love our product. You're going to love the customer service. You're going to love how long it lasts, how well it works, the automatic updates and the low cost and blah, blah, blah. There you got original content to kick it off. And then quote from the actual buyers who said they loved it, right? Then have your link to buy now. Go to your affiliate page, right? Does that make sense? Now, put a page like that here, and then write another one just like it, but use GPT so it comes out differently, but use the same quotes on this website. Then again, have GPT write a page like that for this other website for the same keyword, you're going to love our product, you're going to love our customer service, GPT will write it differently every single time, so it's a unique page. But then paste in those exact testimonials, right? Those reviews, and then have the link to your affiliate now page. You're doing it on all 4 of these websites. And you're going to make sure to do the backlink through, the backlink to the next website, the backlink to the next website, the backlink to your final website. Now you've got 4 plus 1. You've got like 5 websites working together to all show up next to each other for iTier 100 reviews. Question. How hard would that be? How competitive would that be? And I'm just using that one keyword. All these keywords go through the same thing. Well, let's take a look. iTier 100 reviews. When I look at that first website, or one of them, dry eye treatment review, that was one of the websites. Crap, it's way down around 57, right? Dang. But why do you think? Well, look at the page title. There is nothing in here about iTier 100 reviews. I need the words right next to each other in this title somewhere, exactly like this. iTier 100 reviews. It should say something like, check out our iTier 100 reviews. Or iTier 100 reviews, see some now. You know, get to know the product through iTier 100 reviews. Somehow get the verbiage into the title. And yeah, it's probably better towards the front, but not per se. Not per se. Now, here's the thing I want to say. If how valuable is it? Let me take a look. All in title, iTier 100 reviews. None. None. See the magic? I'm going to show you that magic in proof pretty shortly. But do you understand so far what I'm saying? I have all these sites that have iTier 100. I can make a page or choose a page, site by site, make it for that, you know, and then clone it, basically rewrite the intro with GPT. I just tell GPT, give me 4 intros, right? 4 variations of an intro for a review page for this product. And it'll give me 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? I'll put them on the 4 websites and then paste in the same reviews with the same link going out. Piece of cake, right? And I make sure in the page title that it says something about those reviews, but I ask GPT, use iTier 100 reviews in a web page title, but give me 4 variations. Just use it exactly. And guess what? I'll get those 4. Now, since Google is starving for somebody, please create something for the keyword. You know why? Because there are 20 searches for the keyword every month. And nobody's got this exactly in their page title. No one. That's what it's telling me. I guess if I go up here and look, okay, it's not here. 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 I can make other pages for any of these different page titles. You know, if I want, I can look up how many websites I have to compete with for this one. That's a page title. I could say, and first I would check to see if it has any volume, right? If there are any searches for it. But I can then add them onto the pages, you know. Okay, check this out. Let me go further. Okay, I think we get the idea, right? This is called a gimme, when you know there's volume to a keyword that's worthwhile because it can lead to adding to your sales. It adds some margin of new sales every month for you, right? Then go for it, not just with one website. You get lost in the shuffle. What if you were one guy showing up on this page? Well, I mean, you've got these guys to compete with. What if I don't want to compete with them for this keyword? I need to bury them. I need to shove all of them down that I can. I need to push and squeeze them down. The biggest advantage I have of all is using the keyword in the page title of each page. You know, 1 per site and a decent page, a page that actually talks about the review. So when people land on the page, they hang out on the page. They don't just bounce off it because it talks about something totally different. Does that make sense? GPT's our best friend. We tell what we'd like it to write. It uses its own words. It's like a ghostwriter who sits right next to us. We say, how would you write that? And it goes, well, I'd write it like this. And then it's like, hey, that's pretty good, but can you change the tone? Yeah, sure. And it, you know, I want it to be more engaging. Oh, okay, you want that? Oh, that's pretty good, but I want you to change a couple of the points. You know, we're not really trying to guarantee this, but this is what we guarantee. It was like, oh, okay. And so it rewrites it. And next thing you know, we've got it done. Then we say, great, give me 3 more of those. And it goes, okay, whap, whap, whap. And they're all, by now, they're all probably perfect. And you just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste in your websites. You're creating pages that will rank for keywords that get traffic. And you are just simply going to start getting paid. You will simply outrank everybody and be visible, and that's why. As long as your pages are decent. All right? Does that make sense? And if you go through that and you're still not there, go back and say, hey, to your ghostwriter, let's add some more stuff to this page to make it even cooler. What else should we talk about? If you really don't know, if you're lost on that, read some of the other pages that do show up. to see what else some of these guys are talking about that you haven't touched upon. And you can have GPT write sections for you and then say, great, that's a good one. Do me 3 more. And then add those into your pages, right? Do some more for me. Add those into those. Make this better and add it into the pages. You can even do different twists just to make sure your pages come out differently. There are all these different ways to do it. Now, having said that, let's get back to this because it's so important, right? That's a gimme with 20 searches a month, and we can take away the results that are showing up because they're only showing up because Google's filling the void with the closest things it can find for the keyword. If we give it meat, it will take the meat and start showing those for the keyword. Let's try something else here. iTier 100, we got for the guy, right? In the last 7 days, we got him 49 clicks, and we're up over 200%. Okay, we got them 310 impressions. We're up 140%. Okay, and our average position is going up ever so slightly, 3.1 instead of what used to be 3.2. Okay, so this is cool, isn't it? I mean, this stuff added up. This is per week. If there are 50 clicks a week, say, starting to come into the guy, that's 200 clicks a month from our work, and those 200 clicks turn into, I don't know, 80 sales, 70 sales. I mean, by the time people are clicking, they're interested. Some percentage of them want to buy. That's give me money for the client. How much profit does a guy make per sale? Upfront and over time and upsells and stuff. And that is a recurring thing, you know, to the degree that we get them up on keywords that are not as competitive so that we don't have to fight too hard. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's for this keyword here, iTier 100. That's cool. All one word. And yeah, what about this? Because first of all, if we look, iTier 100, all in title, there are 381 results. 381. But our website is now in position 3 on average. Okay? So let it be known, right, that when you write sensibly about a thing, you can climb up over the guys who were there before. You know what the biggest reason probably is? Most of these other guys, once they got their stuff up, they haven't come back and changed their website in a long time. So our stuff is fresher. We can always go back and make it even fresher still by just appending something new to whatever the page is, okay? Piece of cake. Takes minutes and then just a few days for Google to realize it and bring your rank up. So anytime we start to lose rank, we'll just add some stuff to the page, say, do something new on the page. It doesn't even need to be add all the time. It could just be switch something out, right? Like an image or something else, or throw in a video or put in a new link or hyperlink something, point it somewhere else. So many ways to add value to the page. So Google goes, oh, you're still there. The page is still fresh. Okay. Cool. Now let's take a look further. Because so far, what's the keyword difficulty on that? A 0, right? 450 searches a month with keyword difficulty of 0. Wow, you should be an affiliate for the product. But you have to compete with me and my sites. Wouldn't it be better if you found your own thing where I'm not focused? And you could just do this for your own keyword 0, keyword 1, keyword 5 keywords? Let me show you more though. Let me show you more. All right. What about all in title where there's a space in the middle? iTier space 100. Okay. Now, there are only 8 results for that. Only 8. And yet, okay, iTier 100 with the space. Okay, a lot of people do that. Keyword difficulty of 0, but volume is 250. Whoa, wait a minute. That means with our average 3.8 position right now, and we have gone up 0.8, used to be 4.6, now it's 3.8. So we've gone up more than one whole position, basically from 5 to 4. We got the impressions up 74% since last week, 3/4 again. And we got the clicks up 30% since last week. The higher this goes, the higher these numbers get, right? We know what we're doing to make it happen. Now, 62,500 results for that keyword there, okay? But there you go. The potential is 250. Now, add that to the 450 for that keyword, right? Because like I say, man, we're starting to climb on all these, right? So we're getting him like 13 clicks there, and what was the other one? I don't know. What was the other one? What was the other one? Oh, I forget. 13 clicks plus the other number of clicks that we were getting him. What was it? 45 clicks or something, or I don't remember what it was actually. Funny, because I was just going through this stuff in real time. Oh, 49 clicks. Yeah, exactly. 49 plus 13. So like 62 clicks off of just two competitive keyword difficulty 0 keywords, basically, or keyword difficulty 1, right? Let me show you something more though. Let's try this weird one. All in title, I space tier. I tier, right? I mean, how many of you are going to remember the name of the product if you heard it once? I tier 100. And is that spelled I tier 100 is one word or two words or three, you know? Is it I tier 100 or what, right? Well, here's the point. 24,300 results for I tier, right? 24,300 competing pages. Let's take a closer look though. Okay, here we are. We're here. I tier, right? That's it. Keyword difficulty of 22. 22. 1,070,000,000 results. Where do you think we are? Yeah, 14. I tier 100 right here. Domain rating is 0. URL rating is 0. Okay. And we're here anyway. Okay. That's a volume of 50. Okay. So somebody who's looking for I tier 100, you know, not too many things here are I tier 100, right? So who knows what they're looking for, right? But then they could get turned on by one thing or another. And I'd love to be this guy on it. But I don't know. He's been there a while. That's a DR of 32, you know. So I've got some competition on this keyword because it's a keyword difficulty of 22. But what makes this extremely cool? My point is I've got I tier in the page title. I've got it. I've even got the word tier directly in the meta description. And I'm number 14 with a DR 0. Domain rating of 0. And I'm number 14 for a keyword that has a keyword difficulty of 22 with over 1 billion results. We figured out what we're doing. You know what's really funny? That site has 14 pages on it. It's not even big. We have so incredibly much room to climb immediately. We can make the pages and clone the variations onto the different websites and then create the hyperlinking through the websites for those keywords and come up on these. So all we want to do, look up a list of keywords and then do a filtration to see which of those keywords are not showing up in the title very, very often. And those are the gimmies. They're not the only keywords to go after, but the ones that don't hardly show up in the page title, but there is a lot of searching for those keywords. That's the instant low-hanging fruit. And you build up on that. And you do the backlinking on that. The reason I said we're crisscrossing, we're solving two problems at once. One, we're showing up multiple times for the same low-hanging fruit keywords. And because we're doing the backlinking through the websites, we're creating DR, which creates more DR, which creates more DR, which creates more DR through tiered backlinking. So if we create a bunch of pages here and then interweave those backlinks through the websites above it, which are going to go through the websites above them, through the websites above them, right? So if we had 100 websites in 5 groups, that could be 20, 20, 20, 20, and 20. And these just randomly are going to link to the related pages up here, which are randomly going to link to the related pages in this group, randomly, 5 levels deep, all random, and in something Google wouldn't follow a footprint on. And no, not all these websites are going to link to all these websites. It's random. Just naturally, it's where these find links up here as they're going through creating backlinks, and then where these find links here, where these find links here. And I took a list of 100 websites in one video, and I showed how the DR on 100 websites goes from basically 0 way up into the 30s or whatever it was, only because of the backlinking through those groups. You can see a bunch in low single digit, and then a bunch, like in the teens, and then a bunch in the 20s, a bunch pushing into the 30s, all because of that. The tiered backlinking through the stack. And we do it right. No more than one backlink to one page per page for any given keyword to any given page, right, on the other website. And because we do this right, and it's, random in this way, Google absolutely loves it, and we get to rank multiple times for the same low gimme keywords, which gives us the DR, so that when the DR goes up, more keywords start to appear with higher keyword difficulty. And we look for the ones that are the same, and we check to see which ones do not have much result in the all-in title, and then we do the backlinking through those keywords and make sure those pages are decent. And then we keep rising, keep showing up for more traffic, keep getting more clicks, so that we get paid better and better and better. Is that making sense? The biggest thing I learned was this. All these keywords that started showing up, I thought, oh, that's interesting, and drive the domain rating up, your keyword difficulty will go up. And that's true. And I've got that in all these other projects. I've got a lot of projects in here. I just isolated these to make this point, starting from the ground up, where most of you guys would naturally be starting, unless you started with an expired domain or 2 or 3 or 4, which is a really good idea. And we are resetting pricing. I'm going to come out with that real soon. That explains exactly how you guys are going to be able to play at a much higher level now that we know how to do all this stuff right. Having said that, and you want to get in. Having said that, the other thing that I was really confused by for a long time was position being low on certain keywords and high on others. This thing about all-in title solved it. When I went back and checked, that was the common denominator. The pages where I didn't show up, so many of them, when I looked, I said, okay, it's saying that that's the keyword, that's the page. I would open this page and check out the page title. And it did not have the keyword in it. And all I have to do is go into that page, like in the admin panel, and go to that page, and go to the page title, and rewrite it to ensure that it includes that exact phrase. Okay? I could do it with symbols. I tier 100 : where to buy. Okay? You can do that. Because for Google, symbols are the same as a space. Check it out. I tier space 100. Look at this one. I tier registered sign 100. For Google, the registered symbol is a space. Google doesn't include the symbols in the results. I've seen things like I tier dash 100. I've seen I dash tier when you see results for I space tier 100. Which, by the way, is another keyword that also gets... Check it out. I didn't even look at this one. Look at that. Volume of 40, keyword is 0, difficulty. We got the guy 27 clicks off this keyword, 600 impressions. Climbing up on the positions, okay, up from 9.4, I guess, to 7.7. But look at that. Impressions are up over 200%. Clicks are up over 235%. Okay? All these clicks, man, that's money. Clicks are money. Clicks that make it to where they can call the guy, email the guy, contact the guy, download the brochure, whatever, watch the video, whatever the guy wants them to do is a conversion action. Clicks are money. Okay? Clicks are money. There's 500,000 results for I tier 100 to contend with, but I'll bet you, right? I'll bet you all in title, open quote, the phrase and close the quote out. 3. That means I've got 7 openings I can fill in without even competing. And then I can start competing. I mean, those are the gimmies, 7 that add up to the volume of 40 here. And I don't have to be the bottom 7. Some of my 7 could force some of those 3 down because my pages are going to be fresh when I put them out. And I can make them very nice and very good and very solid and very clear. And I can go back and append to them if they don't rise high enough. And then clone the appending, you know, the variations through the other websites to make them all better. You get it? If you can win it once, win as many times as the openings exist anyway. You know what it said? Anytime you see all in title and the results are fewer than 100, then you can really dive into that game and expect to really go far. Because 100 or less isn't competitive, especially with the average website out there, the content being older, the websites being worse, slower page speed, not good coding, not good quality, can't pass HTML validation, can't score highly on GT metrics, all the things that we can do to make our websites immediately better, right? Let alone the call to action stuff we have built into our websites. Okay? Man, what do you think of that? Yeah, I got more to come. Okay, I'm done with this video. I think I made my point. You guys are going to want to get in. You're going to want to get templates from website-installer.com or professional services from website-installer.com. But watch for my next video because we are going through and updating pricing to make this a hell of a lot more accessible to all of you in the range of being able to get started with several websites at once. Okay? That's up to you how many. But the idea that you can get into it and build these up hard and fast the way I'm showing you, you can do it manually one by one, or you can get in at this higher level and do the stuff automatically through a stack of websites. And if you want to come in real high, you can come in where we're helping you see how to really take over. If this is for guys with bigger budgets and want to play at a much higher level. But we're really amazed right now what's going on. I have watched samples of other guys going through how to sift out keywords that are totally interesting, totally useful, and figure out what to do with them from there. And when you do your all-in title, I mean, you can create pages that just rank and get clicked on. So even if you don't have a focal point, if your website's just general topics all over, you know, some are marine biology for gosh sakes, and others are auto dealers, or not auto dealers necessarily, but tricks for improving your engine, or who knows what. There's miscellaneous everything. Pets, kids, art, whatever. You could do that. Just create pages, right? And you might do that in sets on your website. So you have a stack of pages about music, stack of pages about art, stack of pages about auto, stack of pages about pets. I don't know. I don't think that's cool. I think it's better to choose one industry because they all pay really, really well. They all have buyers. Choose somewhere. And then get a few websites that all go after the same industry. So all of your links make great sense and all of your topics make great sense. They relate, they work together, and you can build on them easily. I like that idea, right? And you guys who want to play big and you want to be able to get several websites going in several industries at once, we're going to have those options for you too. But we're making it possible for everyone to get in and roll forward with some really powerful tools, like some of the best there are on the internet and some of the easiest ways to pull this off. So yeah, watch for that and you're going to love it. Okay, done with this topic and I'm moving on.